Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome back inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse here at Durfee High School. Big Three boys hoops on tap tonight. The Brockton Boxers coming into town, square off against the Hilltoppers. Evan Massoud and Zach Souza with you for the call tonight. Zach graduated last year, on break right now. Great to have you back.
Great to be back. You know, funny you say, welcome back to the Fieldhouse, everybody. It's my first time back since graduation,
really?
So it's kind of cool.
All right.
Kind of cool.
Well, let's set the stage here. Two heavyweights, as always. This is a tough game. Brockton 6-2. They did lose to New Bedford in what was an upset. And then on the other side here, Durfee 5-3. Had a couple nice wins against Boston teams. We saw them against Boston English here right before Christmas. And that was a great game. So this has been a good start to the season for both sides.
Yeah, and you know, you see Brockton's always good. Every year they're a good team, they're competitive. So you hope to see Durfee step up their game. You know, there's always room for improvement. Step up their game and really play very well against them tonight.
Brockton going down the other end as we saw a couple misses from both sides here so far. Nice move to the basket from Marcinelle Louis Charles. Couldn't put it in. Now Brockton still in control, though. Back out to Louis Charles, and it's off the mark. The putback by Dos Santos is good for two. Brockton starts out ahead. A.B. Medrano going to the basket, gets hit right in the chin, basically. I'm sorry, that was Ty Lopes, number 25. Got hit on his way. Three ball from outside for Dos Santos. 5-0 Brockton.
You know, right away you see the size difference. That was number 35, Sonny Okunlola, my bad. You know, he doesn't even jump, just stands straight up and blocks the ball.
Oh, yeah. Ty Lopes for two. Hilltoppers on the board. Sonny been playing. He was on the team when brought Dos Santos again, no good that time. Going to Sonny underneath, and I think he went out of bounds. Sonny was on the team 2 years ago when Brockton came here for that playoff game that was lost at the buzzer by the Hilltoppers. So he's been playing for a while. He's a senior this year, and Coach Bowen spoke very highly of Okunlola for sure. Lopes wanted three. Loses the ball, had Medrano open on the far side, decided to take it himself and had no help. Loose ball, AB picks it up, going to go the other direction. Nillen in the corner, almost an extra step underneath to Morency for two. Good crowd on hand tonight. We kind of were expecting that. The Hilltoppers, Medrano for three on the steal back, no good. Morency almost had the rebound, came flying in.
Out of nowhere.
Thrown away again. Nillen comes away with it down to Lopes. All alone, gives it to Nillen. Oh, again, almost an extra step. Going to be careful. May get called on a travel sooner than later. But the Hilltoppers, six-man, holding a fundraiser pregame for the victims of the New Year's Day Four Winds fire. That's for three from Louis Charles. Doing a pancake tailgate out in the foyer here. And it was pretty packed when I got here an hour before the game. So really good initiative. You know, everybody in the community has been stepping up. And it's good to see everybody rallying around a cause that really was devastating. Everybody thought the fire was out, middle of the day, and then the winds picked up and everything re-sparked overnight, and it just turned into a total devastation. So glad to see Durfee doing their part and the community in itself doing its part.
Very, very tragic event that took place on New Year's Day. So seeing, you know, the high school putting up together funders and raising money for that is, like you said, very nice to see.
First foul of the night was on A.B. Medrano, and the first free throw by Tijan Silva is good. We'll run down the starters. I'm going to take the Boxers here. Zach, number 11, Marquise Dos Santos. Number 13, Todd Robinson. Number 22, Marcinelle Louis Charles. Number 23 at the line, Tijan Silva, who misses the second. And then Sonny Okunlola. That's out for no good. Sonny Okunlola, number 35. For the Boxers, that one goes long. Coach Bowen, of course, the leader for the Boxers, the head coach, longtime head coach. You want to take Durfee? It's 5?
I'll take Durfee, yeah. For Durfee, we have starting number 1, Javon Holly. Number 2, A.B. Madrano. Number 5, Noah Nera. Number 13, Isaiah Morency. And number 25, Ty Lopes.
Of course, Jameson Guimont, the head coach for the Hilltoppers. That's put up by Todd Robinson for 2. The Boxers looking tough early here. They went out to a 5-0 lead. Hilltoppers cut it back 5-4, and now a 6-0 run for Brockton. It's 11-4 halfway through the first. That's a foul.
Oh.
There was all kinds of contact right there.
That's a missed call if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. He didn't just lose the ball. He lost the ball because his arm was grabbed. Madrano down the other side. No good. Morency's boxed out by Okunlola. We'll go the other way again. Boxers looking for more, and Nillen's going to get called on a foul. The same thing that happened on this end and didn't get a call. That's, you know, you're going to call it one way, call it the other. Luckily, that was on the floor, so the Hilltoppers don't have to worry about free throws right now. Got an inbound. Long pass out to Robinson. And a corner 3 misses. Okunlola with that rebound. Put up for 2. And a timeout. Not surprised. Tough start for the Hilltoppers here in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, poor shooting from them so far. Good call to call the timeout, maybe cool Brockton down. They're very hot right now coming out of the gate.
And you probably just saw walking across the frame there our mascot, large and in charge. I don't even know his name. I have to be honest. This is one of the first times I've actually seen the mascot. First basketball game, at least, we've seen him. I think he made an appearance for football, but I'm not totally sure. We got Brad standing next to us, so we'll ask our athletic director here. This just in from Dr. Malone and Brad Bussin. Rocky the Hilltoppers in the house. I love it.
That's
and
awesome.
He'll be patrolling that far sideline for us tonight, keeping the 6 man in check.
He's taking control over there. He's going to put his foot down.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Javon Holly will inbound coming out of the timeout. Hilltoppers got to get something going offensively. Come up dry, an 8-0 run for the Boxers over the last couple minutes. Morency trying to drive the lane. Tough look. Got the shot off, but again, going up against Okunlola, a tall task, literally the biggest player on the court right now.
It's going to be a battle for Isaiah Morency tonight. You know, 2 big men down low, 35 Okunlola and Bongo Ekpe. 2 very big guys going up against Morency tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think you're looking at 34, James Nichols.
Oh, yes.
Nichols is out there right now. We may see Bongo. Of course, that's his nickname. Coach said everybody calls him Bongo. I've never even called him by his first name. He said, call him Bongo. I said, all right, Coach. Hey, I'll do what you want.
Whatever you say.
I mean, you know, when Coach Bowen speaks, we listen, you know. So, no, really, though, Coach Bowen, great guy. Every year, every year I've been doing this, he's been coaching and always willing to talk before the game. Really, really good guy. So, enjoy Coach Bowen. I'll tell you, and he never changes. He's in the same wardrobe every time he's here. He's kind of like Jameson. White shirt, tie, red tie, you know. Oh, thrown away. Loose ball again, and it should be Durfee's ball this time. Our headsets keep cutting out here on the feedback. I'm not sure on our program feed, but we'll have to check that out. Might be a loose connection. You can still hear me okay, right?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
All right. I think it's mine. That's all right. We'll address that at halftime. I can still hear you, but it's kind of breaking up in my ear a little bit. My right ear. It's actually me. I'm like myself.
Oh.
My own channel is
okay.
breaking up. You're actually clear. It's the right ear. It might be, again, stereo connectors here.
Right.
That's all right. I can hear you. You can hear me. So I guess that's all that matters right now. Inbound to Ty Lopes, full steam ahead. Look out behind you now. Go in the corner. Madrano looking for a 3. Hasn't hit one yet. He's had a couple good open looks, but hasn't hit the mark. It's It's been a little bit off to the left from the corner.
You know,
Quick three. No good.
the size for Brockton's really going to be so far so good for them because Durfee's having a rough time shooting from outside, and when they drive it in, they have a lot of big bodies down there making it difficult to get the shot up.
No, you're absolutely right. And Brockton always comes in big. They're always a big team. Oh, flying in was Holly. Now a corner three again. That's going to be long. Nichols. Oh, they're calling a jump ball. Couple spectators to our left wanted to travel, but it's a jump ball, so Brockton's going to keep it. I couldn't see the feet. To be honest, I saw both on the ball. I was waiting for a jump ball. Back to the corner again. Brockton taking outside shots left and right. That one doesn't go, though, either. Both sides definitely well below 50% from outside. Nillen has to step in the arc. Ended up being a little long, but he had to step in because he had, I think that was Silva flying in to defend. It might have been Blakely, too, number 10, who just passed the ball to Biddle. Look at the passing. Unreal. Very strong. It doesn't go. Medrano, full steam ahead around the defense. A little put up, layup, no good. No foul call. Silva puts it in for two. Yeah, I mean, really, the pace of play here has been very quick. Bottom line is basically the Hilltoppers have missed some shots. Here's a three. Ty Lopes. That'll help the cause. 15-9. Final 75 seconds of the first. Ooh, almost lost it there.
Not a self-pass?
I think so. Coach Guimond wanted to travel on it. Another corner, Medrano. In the paint. Ooh, that was close to a travel, too. Corner three for Nillen Nera, no good. The rebound to Silva, and we're under a minute. Quick three, got it. Number 33 for the Boxers, who in this very stacked roster is not on the roster. So we will try to get that for you at halftime. But number 33 with a three. That's for three from Nera. Did they give him two? I think they gave him two. Did they give him three?
No, they gave him two. Foot must have just barely been on the line. I thought he was behind it.
Stolen, Ty Lopes. And Coach Bowen really frustrated with that turnover. Underneath, good for two for Kumani Neal. Hey, you know what? Hilltoppers trail by 4 in a first quarter where they were pretty much dead silent for 6 of the 8 minutes. I guess that's not a bad place to be right now. Could be worse.
No, they definitely did start to pick it up towards the end. Started making the extra pass to the open man. You know, rather than just taking a good shot, they passed it around for the great shot.
They did. So 18-14 after one. And, I mean, again, Durfee really could be in a much bigger hole. Some last-second shots here for the Hilltoppers really helped them kind of dig out of the hole early in what was really, that was a fast first quarter. So the team's in a quick timeout here, and then we'll be right back to it, not wasting any time. Ty Lopes with 5 points in the first. Nillen Nera with 4. 5 for Dos Santos on the other side, and a couple threes from other teammates as well down the board. Brockton with 6 already, 6 different players scoring. Durfee with 4. Well, we got 13 seconds in the timeout. So, Zach, you're at UMass Dartmouth. Tell everybody what you've been up to.
You know, just getting ready for the upcoming baseball season. Team's looking really good, you know, getting a lot of stuff in the weight room, getting our own individual work in. Everybody's looking good.
And I know you and I were talking before the game, and it's got to be a highlight that, you know, you play in college ball, number one, but being up here in a cold climate, you get to go to Florida for spring games.
Awesome.
I mean, right? How great can that be?
That's something I'm looking forward to, you know. We're going Virginia February 22nd to the 25th, so that's something to look forward to also.
That's great. So that even that, I mean, it'll be cool, but you won't have snow on the ground.
No.
Or at least you hope not,
Yeah, you never know. Snow-free, hopefully.
Yeah. Fans keep filing in here at the Fieldhouse, thrown away. It's a one-possession game here. The Hilltoppers could pull even. A foul coming. Durfee's first trip to the line coming up. Brockton's third foul, second on Okanlola. And there's, I'm sorry. He had two. First one on Biddle, number 20. And it is Medrano at the line for Durfee's first trip to the line. And he hits the first one. I look back at the Boston English game, something else we were talking about. That was such a great game. I haven't seen the Hilltoppers play a game like that in probably a couple years. Last year was a tough season offensively. We know that. But I look back to 2 years prior and 2 years ago, and that team had a little more offensive firepower. Chethan Nera was still here. Nick Salmon was still here. There was a little bit more offensive talent.
Yeah, that was a good team.
Yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from last year's team, but last year we know.
It showed. Yeah.
Scoring was difficult last year. I think this year's team is having a better time. That's only for two as well. I had a 3. Louis Charles for 2, so Brockton just up 20-18. But nonetheless, that Boston English game, the Hilltoppers were down in that one by 12 points, basically a minute into the third quarter. They went on a 10-0 run to pull back to within 2. Then Boston went up by 9. They came back, and Durfee ended up leading after 3 quarters by a point. So, I mean, that's some good fight early in the season, especially coming off of, tough loss to begin the season on the road. Another putback. That was Josiah Davis for 2. Boxers up by 6, 24-18. After the Hilltoppers tied at 6 straight points for the Boxers. Defense has tightened up a bit. Holly, no foul, and does not make the shot. Blakely directing traffic. Hilltoppers kind of dropping back a little bit here. Not so much a man coverage. Corner, quick release 3, and it's good. Man, how do you defend that?
He did about all he could do. He right in his face,
Yeah.
All he could do, he just made the shot.
That's the height advantage. And just like that, a 9-point lead for Brockton in literally 90 seconds. They've gone on a 9-0 run.
Yeah, the change of quarter did not do Durfee well. They're starting to cool off from where they were at.
Well, the Hilltoppers also have some of the couple bench players. Now we see some of the starters come back in. So Coach Guimond giving some minutes to a few others. Now Nera and A.B. Medrano are going to take a seat. So we're going to see a couple of the subs staying out there, like Cumani Neal and who else? Number 23 there, Brendan McRoy. So going to stay with it. Neal almost took it away. Lopes with the rebound. And Morency back in there, though. That's good. You got some height up front. Nice bank in. They targeted him right away. He was breaking immediately.
As soon as the shot was released, He was already at about the volleyball line on the other end.
Yeah, and Lopes saw it, so Lopes got the pass. I keep saying Medrano. Lopes. Sorry, folks. Lopes is 25. Medrano number 2, and Medrano's on the bench right now. They got the same hairdo going. Seriously, and almost the same height. Nice rebound from Morency for 2. Really good fighting for that ball.
He's picking up his game now going into the second quarter.
He's already getting fired up.
That can be a scary sight for the Brockton.
Very emotional player.
Yeah.
That's for 3 as well. Morency he wants to perform. He wants to do well.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
It's good. It's passion and a travel. 30-22 as Nichols subbing back in. So more big presence down below. I think he's actually taller than Okanlola. I think he might actually be like the tallest on the team for Brockton. We don't have height listings, but thrown away. He does get it back, and he is a travel call. No foul. So the travel coming just before. I mean, there was contact, no doubt, but the travel coming first. McRoy going to inbound to Holly. Now to McRoy. Out to Ty Lopes. Big three off the back of the basket. Holly not getting a call. Lopes gets hit. No foul.
There's got to be at least 2 fouls.
I mean,
right
really,
there.
what are we calling tonight?
One on Holly and one on Lopes, back to back.
For 3. Robinson knocks it down. I mean, granted, not a lot of fouls at all. That's to the face. Oh, it doesn't fall. But Morency going to go to the line. I mean, the bottom line is there haven't been a lot of fouls called, so we can't say they're skewed or anything right now. And I don't believe them to be skewed, but there were clear fouls right there. Yeah. So obviously, unless it gets out of hand, this officiating crew is going to try to keep the pace going. They're not going to blow a lot of whistles. At least that's what you can kind of gauge it. I mean, you did a lot of games with me last year, and obviously that's kind of the situation right now that we're seeing, as the first one is a miss.
Well, they know to a big conference game, they're going to let them play. You know, they're not going to keep the game slow and boring. They're going to let them play a bit. But
yeah,
unless it gets out of hand, it's going to be all right.
Oh, both missed for Morency. Tough trip to the line there. Jump ball. This should be, I think it's Durfee. Durfee got the last one, and then Durfee had the ball to start the quarter, so Brockton. Underneath, no good. Kumani Neal, no good for a 3. Hilltoppers falling behind here. It's an 11-point game now. Medrano back in there. The feed to Lopes almost goes out of bounds. Now back out to AB.
Yeah, that's a good save by Lopes. That was about just, he's a half a second late, and that ball's out of bounds.
The long ball not working for Durfee. Just 1-3 here in the first 1.5 quarters, and they've taken a lot of outside shots and then they're not falling. Travel called on Brockton. So Durfee gets the benefit of the turnover. I think all five starters back out there now as Neal takes a seat. Stretched out was Morency. Oh, I think that's a travel. They didn't call it. Basket's going to count. This should have been a travel on Morency, I think. I mean, you can say it's a basketball move, but he was falling. There were a lot of steps there, and then he got fouled. So, but it's going to be Nillen at the line.
Yeah, Morency coming in from about the free throw line to the basket, that was a lot of steps.
Let's ask Greg Sully. That a travel? No.
Man of many words.
Man of many words. Greg Sullivan from the Herald using our table tonight and disagreeing with my call immediately.
You don't know what you're talking about, Evan.
Excuse me? I thought it was a travel.
I did too.
That's just me.
Yeah.
But, again, open interpretation. Good pressure defensively. Hilltoppers get it back, but now Brockton playing up here, almost like a 3-2. Hilltoppers do cross center court. 33-25 after Nillen made that free throw. Nice patience. Medrano knocked down. No foul, no basket. Other end. That spins off the rim. A lot of angst from Coach Bowen, showing a lot of emotion. Travel called on Nera.
Well, they're not missing that call tonight.
No. And Jamison saying, everybody calm down. You can see it's almost like playing with some desperation, and it's probably because Brockton's pace of play has been very fast too. An 8-point game is not ridiculous right now. We're not even at halftime. You don't want it to get to 12 or 13 where we're going. That's quick 3 on the outside. Nera with the rebound. Both teams want this bad. You know, for Durfee, this is the Hilltoppers' first Big 3 game. But, you know, again, Brockton lost to New Bedford already. Again, many are calling an upset because Brockton's always so tough, you know. So Louis Charles picking up his first foul. It's the 6th for the Boxers. Hilltoppers have hit just one free throw in 4 tries. That one was Nillen on the and one. So got to hit the free throws. You get free shots, and there have been few and far between. Brockton with only 1 trip to the line in this half. We have 95 seconds to play before the break. Holly hits the second one. So 1 for 2 there, and it is a 7-point game. I'll tell you one thing, though, we can hear the crowd around us. There are a lot of referees in the stands tonight. That's for 3 again. Number 33, his second from downtown, and it's a 10-point game.
Crowd's very into it, though. This is packed crowd. A lot of people. Is that a foul, or are they calling out of bounds? I can't.
I think it's out of bounds. Yeah, there's no foul.
That was a lot of contact.
There was. So, I mean, I'm having a tough time reading. I mean, a lot of the fouls we see are pretty clear cut. Basically, if there's any contact, it's a whistle.
Right.
And there was a lot. I mean, Morency came in at 100 miles an hour. And well, really, he did.
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd get there. I mean, he's got incredible speed. I mean, long legs, and he can move. Holly for 2.
Love that move by Holly.
I do too.
They're
Thrown away,
quick.
Nera. So the Hilltoppers get it again. And they get it back to Holly. Lopes to the basket. Gets it to drop.
That's what's working for Durfee right now. They got to stay away from the three-pointers for a bit and just get to the basket.
Yeah, and it's hard to recognize that when you're playing, but that's
right.
Comes with obviously experience and maturity, and that's why you got your coaches there to see what's going on too. And I completely agree. The outside shot's not working. There's 1 in this half, 1 in 16 minutes for the Hilltoppers. Time to start trying to drive the lane.
I can almost guarantee Coach Guimond's going to tell them about that at halftime.
Yeah. Hey, 36-30. Again, not the end of the world, in my opinion, for Durfee. They got to just limit some of these outside shots. They got to be able to answer with them because they put up 16 in this quarter. And, I mean, Brockton, they'll put up another 18. But still, a 6-point game, and this was an 11-point game 4 minutes ago. Hilltoppers are finishing quarters strong. They got to find a way to sustain 8 minutes at a time.
Yeah, they got to be a lot more consistent,
Yeah.
Stay hot for 8 minutes, or stay, good for 8 minutes. You don't want to get cold for too long, especially against a fast-paced team like Brockton.
Yeah.
You'll go down 3 to down 9 in a blink of an eye.
And that's what happened.
Fast-paced.
And you mentioned the consistency. Ironically, that's something Coach Bowen was talking about. He said offensively, we've been very inconsistent. He says defense has been good. Well, I think tonight both are working very well for the Boxers. Their shooting is starting to heat up, as evident. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from downtown for the Boxers. That makes up, 65% of their score right now.
Yeah.
Those 7 shots. So Hilltopper's going to defend the outside attack, make them drive the lane, draw foul, something. Limit the 3 balls. All right. Second half going to be up next after the break. We'll see you on the other side. Stick around on Fred TV.
Honor, courage, sacrifice, pride, our city. Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring our nation's soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. Vietnam veterans took the initiative to secure rights to an 80% size replica of the Healing Wall for Veterans Bicentennial Park. The names of over 58,000 fallen heroes will be engraved on the 360-foot-long replica wall. 100% of the money raised benefits the building of our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Fall River. Help build our wall, which is scheduled to open in 2020. The meaning, the spirit, and the value of the wall is everyone's. Be part of this exceptional, once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us at Facebook.com.
And we are back here at the field house, third quarter about to get underway. And really, not a great first half, but ironically, Zach, we mentioned that Boston game a couple times, and 36-30 was the score and the deficit for Durfee in that game. So deja vu, maybe the Hilltoppers can pull off another comeback here. They got to hit some shots. Shooting has been inconsistent for the Hilltoppers. When Brockton gets the ball, they're either hitting a three or they're throwing it away. So there's been some inconsistency and some sloppiness there too. And now travel. Again, a la my point. So
back-to-back turnovers to start the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're right though. That's not for Brockton. They can't keep giving Durfee chances. Sooner or later, the Hilltoppers are going to hit shots. You don't just stay cold the whole night. Coach Guimond immediately up, wondering why there's no whistle there. Actually, there was a whistle. I thought I heard one, but looked like he was going to question why maybe there wasn't a foul. The foul is on Robinson. And Holly gets it to fall. Must have given it, Give it just enough spin there. And that one does not go. Spun the other way. Quick passing, driving into the lane. Okunlola puts it up for two. Oh, we should mention as well, number 33 has been playing, and it's the old 24. So that's Jason Starks, who has a pair of threes. Now Ty Lopes for three. Got it!
They've got to go to him. They've got to go to him more. He's really doing well so far tonight.
Turnover now. Hilltopper's going to get it right back.
This is what Durfee needed. They needed some things to go their way, and now they got to capitalize on it, put together some points.
Going to Holly. Holly going to take the shot. It's going to be short. Okunlola gets the rebound. So 4-point game, 38-34. Nice touch there from Louis Charles. Couldn't get it to go, though. Now back outside. Nicely covered by the Hilltoppers. They got there really quickly. Louis Charles flying in, tipped up. Holly, Holly and Neal collided, and they lost it. Okunlola puts it up twice. No good. And finally, Holly.
The smallest guy on the court.
Seriously, what that was quite the exchange. Drive in the lane. Oh. Gets the foul. He'll go to the line. He hit the first, his last trip there. It rolled in, as you saw. And now he's going back again. Second trip here in the first 2 minutes. First foul of the night for number 3. No, there is no number 3 on the court for Brockton.
Yeah, our scoreboard's got that wrong. Who is that supposed to be?
I'd say 13. They're correct. It's 13. Yeah. 13, this should be his second foul. He's gotten back-to-back. That is Todd Robinson back-to-back here to start the second half. Oh, we're switching it up now. Little confusion. Second shot for Holly. That one's good. So Holly is 3 for 6 at the line. He's the only player to have multiple trips in this game. Stolen. Bad pass. Good. Easy layup.
Way to get in the passing lane. Get the ball back.
Mm-hmm. AB.
Nice.
1 point game underneath to Okunlola. Oh, great patience from Okunlola. Duck and cover, and then the basket. That was beautiful. That is awareness, and that comes with experience, I told you. Nillen, now Nillen had to wait. He puts up the jumper, not going to be good, and coming away with it are the Boxers. Ooh, charge. That should be an offensive foul. You got that right. Third foul for the Third foul of this quarter. Second foul for Louis Charles. Very interesting here to note, the Hilltoppers tend to be a foul-heavy team. Only 2 first-half fouls, Zach, and none so far in this quarter. Nera was thought to have traveled, and so did Okanlola and Coach Bowen. They both thought he had traveled. Got the open shot because everybody stood still and did not hit it. And that 3 also, an open 3 for Silva, did not hit it. So again, a lot of missed shots. That's blocked. Great defense. Jump ball, I believe.
That should be.
I didn't see the thumbs, but it should be a jump ball.
That should be Durfee too, right? Brockton got it last time. Brockton started the quarter.
No, we started the quarter.
Oh,
we started and they stole it back.
right, right.
We had had started with the ball.
But like you were talking about the fouls, yeah, Durfee's playing very controlled right now, staying out of foul trouble.
Yeah, and that's going to be, I think that's going to be important. Another offensive foul. Wow. And I think that was on 13 again. Because he's coming out. I have a feeling it's not on the board yet, but Brockton picks up their 4th foul in less than 4 minutes, and I'm pretty sure that was on Robinson. And that would give him 3 in less than 4 minutes. Again, it's still not up on the board yet, but I'm pretty sure it was number 13. Medrano quickly covered again. Now Nillen, this is for 3. That's for the tie.
Big basket from Nera. Big.
And he's been trying to hit those tonight. He actually thought he had one. It was only a 2. There's a push off Okanlola.
Come on. That's an offensive foul. You see Nera's head jerk back and everything.
Yeah, really.
That's a foul.
And another foul. Nera goes tumbling down, and Okanlola cannot believe it. His 3rd foul. The fans don't like it, but nonetheless, a cloud hovering over Sonny. Welcome to the ball game, Zach. Sorry. Oh, boy. What was Neal going backwards. Quick corner shot. Medrano is going to foul. They went tumbling down.
Nope, Ty Lopes.
Oh, my gosh. I did it again. I don't even understand that because really.
It's all right.
Lopes has been wearing 25 for like 4 years. Dear God. Lopes with the foul. And they're calling it on the floor, so it's going to save the Hilltoppers from watching 3 free throws, so that's a good thing. Durfee catching a break there. And that's Durfee's 1st foul of this 3rd quarter. Okanlola from the free throw line. Nothing but net. Hey, Sonny's got 10 points, 8 in this quarter. So the Hilltoppers have kind of limited the outside shot. Now they got Okanlola to contend with underneath.
And that can open up more shots for Brockton, too, because if Okanlola is doing it in the paint or in the mid-range, they're going to get on him. It's going to open up 3-point shots.
Ty Lopes with 12 points after that last deuce. Nice drive. How about that little teardrop from Blakely? Underhanded teardrop. Lopes for 3. No good. Kept in.
What a save.
Woo-hoo! AB to Nillen. And that's no good. Neal bounces it out. Couldn't hold the rebound off the fingertips. Travel called. Another turnover. I'll tell you.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Morency coming in for Neal. 4-point game. I'm impressed. Hilltoppers playing with a little bit more urgency, a little more discipline here in this 3rd quarter. They're making things happen. They get to Morency. Oh, that's almost a travel. And a foul. .34, Nichols picks up a foul. Number 5 for the Boxers. Going to get the inbound pass, and it's blocked, and we'll do it again. A lot of drama right now.
Very heated in the field house.
Yep. Morency spins it off. The rebound. Oh, and Medrano threw it away. was really another nice play for him. Kept in, and it's out off of him. Medrano making a lot of plays here for the Hilltoppers, really making a lot happen, or trying to make a lot happen. Out to Okunlola. Now to Biddle.
Starting to slow
all the way
down
back
the pace.
around. Set up the three, no good. Nichols with the height and the rebound and the putback for two. You can't defend that.
No.
Even Morency, how tall, you just can't defend that. Lopes, nice move trying to get around that Starks. 48-42, 2 minutes to play in the third. Lopes puts it up and is fouled. I think it's going to be Nichols. No, is that 35 or 34? Looks like a 5. No, 34. So now Nichols and Okunlola with 3 fouls apiece. 6 team foul. The Hilltoppers will be in bonus with the next one, and we got 10 minutes of game time to play. So that could pan out for the Hilltoppers towards, down the road here. Got to make the free throws as well, and Lopes hits the first in his first trip to the line. Medrano gonna earn himself a well-deserved rest. He's been flying all over the court.
Yeah, he's been putting a lot out there so far.
Lopes does not hit the second one. Oh, Holly almost picked that up. Okunlola fakes it. Gonna go to the basket, tries to bank it home, cannot. Morency gets the rebound, quickly passed, and Lopes threw it away. Neal picking up the foul. And a mock cheer from some of the Boxers fans to our right. Starks will inbound. I know what Lopes was trying to do, and that's the selfless basketball that I always have mentioned on here. When you have help, get it to him. It's just a good defensive play there from the Boxers. I think it was the right move, and I'm glad that he passed it. Trying to force the 2-on-1 and
use the advantage.
Exactly. Don't just take the shot. I'm very happy that he passed it. That's for 3, in and out. Look at the stretch from Okunlola to get that one back and reset the clock.
The only reason I would have disagreed with that move by Lopes to pass is because they are in the bonus, Get to the basket, but, nice selflessness is good. He's using the advantage that he has. Just good defense.
Exactly. Biddle for 3. It's an 8-point game again. Ball comes out. Nillen on the ground. And a timeout called by Coach Guimond with 63 seconds to play in the third.
The game is still very much in reach. Durfee's just going on a little cold right now.
Yeah.
They just need to get back into the swing of things.
Well, we're kind of seeing an opposite here so the Hilltoppers started the third quarter strong and are not finishing it as strong, in my opinion. They put up 13 points early, and now they've come up empty the last few trips into their side of the court. So, everything changes, obviously, as the game goes on. So I got to fix this headset. All right, we'll see if that'll work. Had to go to work on the headset because it was still, something's loose. One of our splitters has a little bit of a, it's new, but the contact points, there's not a lot of friction there. And it's like the slightest move on the return there, on the quarter-inch jack, it's like, doesn't want to grab and click in.
Right.
So it's better now. I stopped talking. I literally cut out completely. I couldn't even hear myself. You haven't lost me yet, right?
No, I could hear you perfectly
that's
fine.
Weird.
So that's
good. So it's definitely my connector. Blakely for 2. And now a 10-point game. The Hilltoppers falling behind by 10 points here at the end of the third after really, again, what was a great start to the third. Nera for 2. That's going to bounce up, no good. And the Boxers will look to take the last shot. You know, it's weird. Every time we play Brockton, the fans are so quiet in the first half, and then all of a sudden the third quarter comes around, and it's like a totally different story.
It's light up.
Really, because they're very loud to our right, you know, cheering on their team. But, I mean, they were basically dead silent in the first half. So it's very strange. No good. Put back, no good. So what was a really good start to the second half for the Hilltoppers, hitting some shots, playing some good defense, getting the crowd into it, now find themselves down by 4 more points than they were at the break. They're down by 10, and Brockton put up another impressive quarter, 17 more points for them. The Hilltoppers limited to just 13. A lot of work to do for the Hilltoppers in these final 8 minutes. 10-point game is no easy feat. 10-point deficit, I should say. No easy feat to overcome.
No, it's going to take a lot for Durfee. They're going to have to step up and make some big shots, make some big plays, you know. But doable.
It's doable. I mean, it's just, again, Brockton is tough. Everyone is shooting right now and scoring. The Boxers have 10 different players, and Coach told me before the game, almost everyone's going to play. And everyone that has come into the game, by my count here, has points for the Boxers. I mean, that's really impressive. That's depth for you, really. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 points for A.B. Medrano for the Hilltoppers. 7 for Nillan Nera. I mean, the Hilltoppers got some scoring going, too. Don't get me wrong. Ty Lopes has 13. He's leading all scorers. But got to get some contributions from other players here. The Brockton defense is starting to kind of button things up a bit. So Evan Massoud and Zach Souza with you for the fourth quarter.
So just a very fast game so far. That's just the way Brockton plays. They're very fast paced, you know, just going up and down the court.
Well, that, and I mean, when you don't have a ton of fouls.
Yeah, not too many timeouts either.
Great putback from Nichols, and now the lead swells to 12. 55-43. Boxers really trying to close it out. Back out to, that was designed beautifully, but Nera's going to be well short on the 3. They'll go to Neal in the corner. That's going to be a little long. Tipped out to Holly, who's quickly covered up by Starks. Loses it. A.B. Medrano picks it up. Out to Nillen again. He's covered up. Neal in the corner and a travel.
Oh.
Well, some good shots for Durfee. Don't get me wrong. But again, a situation where the open shots didn't work.
They were running the offense well there, too.
Yeah.
Passing the ball, replacing the spots, getting open men, but just didn't work out in the end.
Yeah, because Holly was really biding his time over here at the point and at the top of the key, and then he drove the lane, passed it, and then all of a sudden Nillen's wide open outside.
Yeah.
That's for 3 from Starks, in and out. And the putback is good. 57-43. Holly, quick pass to Lopes. Really tough pass. Puts it up. No good. Nothing doing. Not a good look. Couldn't really get set. Just kind of threw it up. That's something I saw a lot of in the girls' game on Tuesday. You get into the basket and just kind of like hurling it up there. Not really setting. I mean, this is a little more contested than some of the layups that were missed in that girls' game against Stang. But still, I mean, trying to lay it up and scoop it from 6 feet outside.
Yeah.
It's not going to go if you're going straight up in the air.
Yeah. Get to the basket, That's the only way you'll get the foul, too, is if you're making an attempt at an actual layup. They're not going to call a foul if you're just flinging it up there from anywhere.
Exactly. I mean, I've been saying that a long time. I mean, easier said than done.
Absolutely.
But, you got a team that was in foul trouble 4 minutes ago, and you haven't drawn a foul.
Yeah, you got to use your advantages if you're Durfee.
Yeah, you got to use the fouls. Navon Reed, my bad. Ty Lopes, rather, picking up his second foul. This is Durfee's fourth. And it's Starks at the line. This is his first trip to the line. The first one did not go. 6:08 to play, though. And again, time kind of getting away from the Hilltoppers, who now find themselves down by 15. This is the largest lead of the night for Brockton.
Oh.
That's no good either.
See, that was a good move. He got around him. He got the open layup. It just go in and out.
Pass to Okunlola underneath. All ball for Nillen, but then the second chance goes in. 12 points for Sonny.
He's just really been taking over down in the paint right off the block.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And a foul. This is going to be Sonny's fourth foul. And it's the 7th foul for Brockton. And a 1-and-1 for Durfee. Oh, I'm sorry. It was called on the shot, though, right?
Yeah. Yep. If Durfee can get him out of the game, that's gonna do them well. It's gonna be good for them. They got to go after him. Got to go at him and get him the foul.
Holly at the line. He's seen the most action at the line, the most attempts. He's 3 for 6. First one is good. So 60-44. Durfee's JV squad lost 52-43. Varsity hoping that they can turn the table, but again, they got a lot of work to do here. Not a lot of time to do it.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Got right on top of him. Wow.
Sure did.
Wow. That's impressive.
Nichols puts it up for 2. And the foul this time on Louis Charles. This is his 8th team foul for Brockton. It's a good thing, the Boxers, they have their lead and they're working hard to keep their lead because the foul trouble, rarely do you see the fouls be so skewed. The 1-and-1, no good. Rarely do you see the foul troubles come to a situation where they don't come back to hurt you. Holly taking it. Going to put it up.
Nice.
And put it in.
Nice move from Holly to get to the basket. That quick little crossover, left hand to right.
Nichols tipped twice. Couldn't put it up. Nice job. Holly's having a nice game, and it's thrown away.
I really like what he's been doing tonight.
Yeah, good to see. Holly's having a good night. Holly is just a freshman.
You wouldn't be able to tell just by watching, though, the way he's playing so far.
Yeah, seriously. He's got 9 points.
Tip pass.
Yep. Corner 3. Robinson.
Wow.
65-47.
Again, Morency defended it all he could do.
Of course, yeah.
Right in his shorts. Nothing more he could have done. That was just a great shot.
McNeil to Isaiah. Oh, no good for Medina, who's into the game. You see Coach Guimond playing a lot of the bench right now, probably knowing this one's out of reach, and probably wants to see what he can do, what he can get. I mean, there's more big three action coming for sure the rest of this season. No foul on Medina. And on the other end, Putback no good either from Dos Santos. Holly trying to pass it, gets it to Medina.
Is there
Travel.
Wow. I was thinking it was going to be a foul call.
I was too. Coach Guimond calling timeout. 3:40 to play in the game. Hilltoppers trail 65-47. And we will pull up their upcoming schedule here. And the boys, after tonight's game against Brockton, will host on Monday. They'll host BR, and we know how tough BR is. They lost at Bridgewater, Rainham 69-54 on opening night back December 7th. BR coming here Monday. And then the Hilltoppers head to New Bedford next Friday. Before coming home, they'll actually have a week off. So after next Friday, they get a whole week off before coming back home on the 25th to face off against Dartmouth. And we got a real treat. We can start teasing it now. We have a real treat for you. Some of you may know that I do some games for DCTV, Dartmouth Community Television, on the side. Kind of like freelance on call, maybe 3 or 4 games a season. And the guys down there are great. We tried to do football because Dartmouth came here for football.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to do it, and the schedules did not align. Well, so I talked to the crew down there, Peter Chase, Mike Fernandez, and they're on board. They're coming with their broadcast truck. Fred TV will crew it with them, with their equipment, multi-camera shoot, kind of like what we do here, just it's a little bigger scale because they got their broadcast truck. They bring it like everywhere. It's a little newer than the truck that we have. And when we're in-house, we use our broadcast car. It's an in-house built car. We're not using a full-on truck. And it works just the same, So they're going to be teaming up with us for that Dartmouth game. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah,
that's going to be great. Whenever you can team up with another team, the more the better.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do this last year, and we just couldn't pull it together. Yeah. And that's when I said, well, look, football, Indians are coming to us. Why don't you guys come for the road game, and we'll host you here, and we'll work together. And again, schedules didn't align. We couldn't do it. I guess Dartmouth was hosting some big marching band competition or something like that, and the guys had to be set up at the stadium, pretty early or like the day before with the truck, get it in there, whatnot. So they couldn't be here, the night before for football. So needless to say, DCTV will be coming here for a DCTV, Fred TV co-op, you could call it. And so that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, really, really looking forward to that. Subs coming in. Millen and AB coming in for the Hilltoppers, down by 20 with 2:33 to play. Hard to believe how close the game was at one point. Brockton really pulling away from the Hilltoppers here late in the game.
Just the beginning of this quarter, it was a lot closer of a game. Still very in reach for Durfee. Now it's just about over.
Yeah, we're going to come up on 2 minutes here, and 20 points is going to be definitely too much to handle. Another 3 for the Boxers. They've hit quite a few tonight. Underneath is Nichols, another putback for him. 6 points this quarter, 8 for the game. Taken away by Robinson. No good. Nera comes away with the rebound. Nice move there and a foul coming. Medina's going to go to the line. Boxers picking up foul number 9. It's Noah Alowu who picked it up. First free throw, no good for Medina. So, for Brockton, this, again, having already lost to New Bedford in the Big 3, this was kind of a must-win for them. Second free throw no good. Nillen went up the ladder. Coming away with it was, oh, wow. Madrano was passing it out. And Davis stole it, takes it back, timeout. Hilltoppers with 88 seconds to play. But yeah, I mean, if Durfee had won this game, Brockton would be 0-2 in the Big Three and like virtually just praying for a tie.
Yeah, there would be no way to win after that.
Yeah, it'd be very difficult to. So, you know, for Brockton to get to 1-1 in the Big Three, this was a big win for them. (71-47) the score here. Brockton leading big here at the field house, but nice news. I mean, really, very few people have left, even this late in the game, which is, you know, always good to see.
Sticking it through to the end.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy football, soccer, girls volleyball. Don't get me wrong. Field hockey. I enjoy fall sports, but basketball, you know, we're so close to the action here. The games are not super long either. You know, when you're coming from doing football and volleyball and soccer, games that are so long.
Yeah.
You know, you come in and do a basketball game with 8-minute quarters. It's like, you know, a piece of cake. But the fact is, the environments are fun. The action's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Even tonight, we had some real good moments until really the last 10 minutes of play, where Brockton's gone up big over the Hilltop. It's kind of run away with it. But, you know, we're right on top of the action here. You can't beat that. You know, we can see everybody. We see everything that's going on. You don't have to deal with weather.
Right. No, yeah.
We had a lot of rain in the fall.
It's very constant in here. Very consistent weather.
Exactly. But seriously, like I've come to really enjoy doing basketball probably more than most of the sports, just because this constant flow, you're close by, you know, the whole shebang.
You can see everything, too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times, especially last year, like football, their jerseys, you can't really see anything from all the way up there.
The New Jersey, they have new jerseys this year. They're much easier to see. But, like, even, you know, like volleyball, there's so much dead time in between serves and stuff. Like, it can run long. Even though you're right here, you're just waiting for, you know, one serve after the next. Whereas, again, basketball, there's a flow thing.
Right.
Even with soccer, there is. But with soccer, you're waiting for a goal. Sometimes you don't even get one.
Yeah.
With basketball, you're going to have scoring. You're going to have this. There's just something about it I've really come to enjoy. The clock is not moving. There it is. Okay. 73-47. Hilltoppers hoping to hit the last shot just for pride here. Long three. It's good. How about that?
What a game.
Holly, the freshman.
What a game.
Really. Holly's going to be with 12 points for the game, one shy of Ty Lopes for the team high. 73-50, the score. But, I mean, again, Brockton buttoning it up big time. 20 points in the fourth. Again, a lot of the Hilltopper starters didn't play the fourth, but only 7 points for Durfee in that fourth quarter. It was not a good finish for the Hilltoppers. They were not able to really close it out or come back. It really was all Brockton down the stretch.
Yeah, total takeover from Brockton in the fourth quarter. You know, like you said, Durfee scoring 7 in a quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter. You're not going to do anything scoring 7 in any quarter. Never mind the fourth quarter when it was originally a 10-point game. It was close. It was still doable.
It was. No, you're right. That's the thing. And that's where the size and I think the experience, you know, Brockton, I've always said this, all the Brockton teams, I think, have an advantage over Durfee and New Bedford because of the schedule. Durfee and New Bedford are very close to each other. We're down here on the South Coast. We're playing rivalry games in Dartmouth, Somerset, you know, New Bedford plays, I think, Fairhaven here and there. We had Stang here for the girls, et cetera, et cetera. Brockton is halfway to Boston.
Yeah.
They're playing BC High. They're playing Catholic Memorial. They're playing Severian.
They're playing all of the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're playing elite D1 teams. Hilltoppers are not. The Hilltoppers are not getting to play all these Division I games. And part of it, again, a topic for another day, I blame the 3-team league. I do.
Yeah, it's too small. There's no exposure with it.
No, well, it's not even so much the exposure because we do play Attleboro.
Yeah.
Fian's not on the schedule this year. I'm really surprised because we play Fian like every year. Play Attleboro. They're always tough. But the point is that in a 3-team race, that's 4 league games out of 20 that are guaranteed on your schedule.
Right.
Now, Brad's going to go and fill 16 other games.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're playing Boston English and Boston Latin? We can't get teams to play us. You have Somerset that's in the South Coast League. Again, different division, but regardless, I mean, there's like 10 teams in the South Coast League.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shortage of games.
Yeah.
And they're comparable to Somerset. They're conference games. Hilltoppers just don't have that. And this is why, for me, this is why when we get to the tournament, you're not getting a ton of D1 action all season long. You get to the tournament, and it's one and done.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's nothing against the players or the coaches.
No, it's not out of their control.
It's out of their hands. I mean, if Durfee was playing D1 all year long for, say, 3 years straight, pace of play would pick up. Everything would pick up because they'd be forced to have to get to that level and they'd be used to it.
Yeah.
Then you get to the playoffs, and now you can compete. You can actually win a game or two.
Because now they get to the playoffs, it's a whole new world for them.
Yeah, and I say it all the time. Conley was Division 4. That was like the lowest division when they won the title. It was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
When they were Division 4, they were playing up for a couple games during the season. They played Jeff Cameron's Dartmouth Indians, who was Division 2. Very high-paced game. And they lost both of those games. But it helped them in the tournament. They get to the tournament, they're playing D4 opponents. They're blowing teams away.
Yeah, because they're used to playing the D1s, the good schools.
They were playing up during the regular season for the non-Mayflower League games, you know. But hey, again, you know, it is what it is. The Big Three was instituted because nobody wanted to play us years ago.
Yeah.
Durfee, Brockton, and New Bedford are not what they were 30 years ago. It's not. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
It's not. Again, anything negative. It's not to say anything's bad because the action's fun, the games are fun, but it's time. I've said it before. The MIA's got to rethink how these teams are divvied up, conferences or divisions or whatever, because it's just not consistent.
Not at all.
It's just not. Anyway, but that's not going to stop us from keep doing. I digress. Not going to stop us from keep doing basketball because these games are always fun. We have plenty more basketball, and we will have some hockey. Don't you worry. We'll be over at Driscoll very soon as well. So Fred TV's got plenty more winter sports coverage coming your way over the next few months. So stick around for more. Great night tonight at the Fieldhouse. Didn't pan out for the Hilltoppers, but nonetheless, a lot of good action. Zach, glad you were with me. Carson and Jaden, thanks for working camera tonight. I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee. We'll see you soon.